Hello folks, and welcome back. We've got new tires. I haven't bought new tires for a little while. I put new tires on the 350 a few months ago. I went with the General Grabber X3s, which I've had 4 or 5 sets of those, so I didn't bother making a video on those. I don't like spending money on new tires, obviously, but I like trying different things for my own personal reasons and to show you guys. So 2 questions are going to be answered in this video. The first question that I couldn't find answers to, I got a dog hair in my eye or something, and the big reason why I started this channel was to answer questions. I figured if I'm looking for answers, there's people out there that are looking for answers too. So the first question I had was, can I fit 35s on a stock Chev 2500? And I couldn't get a straight answer off YouTube. I couldn't really get a straight answer from anybody. Some people said yes you can, but then I asked them, do you have them on there? And they said no, that's just what I'm told. Well, being told is different than doing, I can tell you that. So first things first, yes, 35s fit on a stock 2500. So these tires are 35, 12.5, 18s. I put 35s on everything as my minimum tire size. I think all heavy duty trucks should just come with a 35-inch tire. Your width, you know what, you can make your own decisions on that. I like the extra width, just find I get more stability on the road. So these tires are a Hercules TerraTrack Venture X Venture. Hercules TerraTrack X Venture. And they're 35, 12.5, 18. See if I can find one that's clean enough to show you guys. Okay, 35, 12.5, 18. They are an LT tire, but they are F rated. That I definitely won't be able to show you guys, but they are, you won't be able to see, it's too dirty. But they're an F rated tire, so they should get a little bit longer wear. And these really remind me a lot of the Toyo Open Country AT2s. They're quite similar. A lot of siping, nice tread depth. They're super quiet. I've only driven this truck for 20 minutes since these tires were on. John used the truck and Brady used the truck, and they both said that John drove it in a snowstorm and said that they were really good in the snow. I've had it around the yard here a bit, and I haven't put it in 4-wheel drive at all yet. So first off, looks, they look much better. I think I'm gonna dip these wheels. I'm just gonna dip the wheels and the caps, and I'll leave the GMC the way that is. It'll just make it look so much better, I think. Just the black. I'm not gonna put wheels on this. I might put spacers on it. I mean, who knows how far I'm gonna go with this truck. But I am really starting to really enjoy this truck. Definitely gives it a much better look. Absolutely. I'm gonna stop and spray this thing off too. But so today I'm gonna be on the highway. I'm gonna probably put like 300 or 400 kilometers on today. And I might end up going back to the cottage and getting the 4-ton out of there with the flat deck. So if I do that, I'll take this and we'll see how it performs in the snow, 4-wheel drive, hauling. So far, I'm quite impressed. I got 55 in the fronts and 65s in the rears. That's kind of the sweet spot that I find for wear and just for handling. But I gotta say, a lot of guys don't like the front ends of these trucks, and I don't like the visibility. I've stressed that many times, but I love the look. The look is super aggressive. It doesn't have that huge air dam on the bottom like the Fords do. I think the front end looks great, especially if this was a white bumper. Man, this would look really good with that hood scoop, the LED lights. I think it looks good. I think Chev does their LED headlights really well. I just find it's a bit of a cleaner look than the Fords. But anyway, we're gonna jump in this thing, go for a drive, see, show you guys how quiet it is, but it's super quiet. That's for sure. Okay, so we're cruising on the highway and you cannot hear the tires at all. That is super quiet. I'll bring up my phone. I'll bring up my app here in a second. So the factory tires on this truck are like a 34-inch, so it's not a huge difference in height. But you can see that I'm doing, 100 kilometers an hour. And according to my app, see, I'm at like 100. In my app, I'm at like 100, 101, 102. So it actually doesn't really affect the speed, like really at all. So I'm gonna reset my trip and just see what I get for mileage here on this trip. I mean, they are a bit bigger, they're quite a bit wider, so they're heavier, and they're definitely more aggressive than the Michelins that were on this. So they will affect the fuel mileage a bit, but this truck actually gets really good fuel mileage, and it has a nice big tank on it, so you can get a lot of range out of this truck, which I really like. I'd rather, even though it's wintertime and it's cold and stuff, I'd rather stand at the pump for 10-12 minutes and know that I have a lot of range versus standing there for 6, 7, 8 minutes and knowing that I'm gonna have to stop again in like 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever. This here, with this truck, you can sit back and drive for a long time. Like, I'm talking like 1,000 kilometers to a tank. That's nice. That's a good day's driving right there. You know, some of the other trucks I've had, you know, you get 400, 450 out of them. Even my 350, you know, you're like 6, maybe 650, if that, when it's empty, because the tank's just not big enough. And I actually think this truck is a bit easier on fuel than what my 19 6.7 is anyway. But anyway, so ride quality, super smooth, not noisy at all. It's not swaying over the road. You know, some tires, they're super aggressive when you first get them, and for the first like 1,000 or 2,000 kilometers, you can kind of feel it wandering over the road a little bit, especially the big knobby tires. But this is super smooth, very nice drive. And again, John said that it was fantastic in the snow the other day. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get to going back to take the trailer in there today to get the excavator. So I won't be able to test it out too much in the snow myself, but I did have it in the field and around the yard, and it did really well. I think these are going to be a really good tire. If these wear really well, this might be my new go-to tire, just because they're so quiet. You know, I'm speeding up right now, and they're still super, super, super quiet. All right, well, heading in to get the 4-ton. We'll see how these tires do in the snow with 13,000 pounds behind me. The one hill here is going to be iffy. I'm going to load it on the trailer, but I'm not going to chain it down in case it won't work and I need to unload it and then track the machine up the hill and then load it up the top. But we've got a tree down across the road, a small little tree here, so I'll clear that out of the way first. So this is going to be the hill here that's going to be a little tough, I think, coming up. It's a tough hill even when there's no snow on the ground. So we'll have to see how the truck does. I'll probably put it in 4 low. Unfortunately, all this snow will be gone after today, because once again we're getting another huge rainstorm. The weather here in the last 3 months has honestly been absolutely terrible, and I like it. You know, just get some snow, -3, -4 every day, -6, -7 to 10, 15, whatever, at night, and just let it stay. But no, we got to get snowstorm, and then a rainstorm, and then a snowstorm, and then a rainstorm. And it's gonna rain today, like a lot, and then tonight it's going down to like -15, so everything's just gonna be a sheet of ice around. Anyway, that's my weather rant for right now. But all right, let's get this thing loaded on here and test this truck out and these tires out. So far I've been super, super, super impressed with them. All right, we are loaded up, ready to give this thing a whirl. I don't know if we'll make that hill. Only one way to find out. All right, so let's put it in neutral. I'll put it in 4 low. Okay, let's do this. So I didn't chain it down yet, because honestly I don't know if I'm gonna make this hill or not. I may need to unload it and walk the machine to the top of the hill. And then out by the end of the road, it's a really steep hill and a sharp turn, very narrow driveway. So there's some interesting factors to this right now. That's one of the first things that I'm gonna try to do, is get the road out there widened out, the entrance, and take some of that climb out, dump some loads of shale, type 2, take a lot of that hill out of there, make it a gradual climb. I don't know. What's your guess is here, guys? Am I gonna make it up here with the machine on or not? I really don't feel that confident. It's muddy, it's slippery, it's snowy, and there's a lot of weight behind this thing right now. And it's not like I can get a lot of speed, because it's all sharp turns and mud down here. But here we go. Making it so far. So far, so good. Man, I don't even know if it even spun. Well, we have reached the top. Holy cow. Oh, that was pretty good. Good job, truck. Good job, tires. Yeah, I'm very impressed with that. Holy, holy. So far, I'm highly recommending these tires, I can tell you that. All right, well, we'll lock the gate up and make sure we can get out at the end. I'm locking. All right, guys, here is the rain, of course. So that's gonna do it for this video. So first off, we answered a question. Yes, 35s will fit stock on 2500 and 3500 Chevys from the new body style, even with their square fender wheel wells or whatever. And they look great. That's how it should look. I do have some more plans for this truck, but I think it's starting to really look like a pretty sharp looking truck, to be honest. But anyway, performance wise, the tires are super quiet. You don't even notice that they're on there compared to the stock ones, but yet the performance is 100 times better. In the snow, man, coming up that hill, it did really, really, really well. John had them in the snow, said they were great. If these wear well, these might be my new go-tos, because they're at a good price point. These were like 350 bucks cheaper than the KO2s. To give you an idea, that's really good. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I have a whack of footage from my trip to Cape Breton and then up to Oxford. A lot of footage. I had to break it into 3 parts because we ran into some snow. I got stuck. Everything broke. Yeah. It's a three-part series video. So this one's coming out before that, even though it was done after that. This is basically live. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.